One obtains nirvana by means of the truth. Furthermore, the bodhisattva who relates to beings will inevitably endure harmful words, idle words, and malicious gossip. Sometimes he will even commit the grave wrongdoing of false speech himself. He must correct this in the first ground. On the first ground, the bodhisattva is not yet able to practice the four good vocal actions fully. This is why the sutra mentions only truthful speech here. In the second ground, he will be able to practice it fully. Question: why is it a matter of only the 10 preparations in the first ground? Answer: the Buddha is the king of Dharma, having mastery over all dharmas. He knows that these 10 preparations can produce the first ground. He is like a good physician who knows the number of medicines necessary to cure the sickness, sometimes 5, sometimes 10. Therefore there is no objection that can be raised against the number of preparations. Bhumi 2. 1. Sutra. Moreover, O Subhuti, the bodhisattva-mahasattva on the second ground must think about 8 dharmas continually. What are these 8? 1. Purity of morality. In the bodhisattva, what is the purity of morality? The bodhisattva-mahasattva does not think about the concepts of the sravakas or the pratyekabuddhas, nor does he think about other doctrines, immoral teachings that are an obstacle to bodhi. Sastra. In the first ground, the bodhisattva mainly practiced generosity. Now he knows that morality is superior to generosity. Why? Morality takes in all beings, whereas generosity does not include all of them. The domain of morality is immense. This is how the morality consisting of not killing living beings grants life to all beings. Beings are innumerable and infinite, and the merit consisting of sparing them is itself immense and infinite. Here the sutra briefly mentions the teachings that create an obstacle to bodhi. These are immoral doctrines. A teaching must be free of any immorality to be called pure. If the concepts of the sravakas and pratyekabuddhas already in some respects constitute a stain on morality, what can be said then of these other doctrines, overtly bad? 2. Sutra. Acknowledgement and gratitude. The bodhisattva-mahasattva traveling on the bodhisattva career does not, until the end of samsara, forget any favor even if it is small, or, all the more so if it is big. Sastra. Some people say, it is because of merits won in my previous existences that I have obtained such a benefit. Others say to their benefactor, I am personally deserving. What benefit have you done for me? To speak thus is to fall into wrong views. And so the Buddha says here that the bodhisattva must acknowledge kindnesses. Although beings in their previous existences may have acquired the rights to happiness, they would be unable to enjoy this happiness if, in their present existence, certain circumstances such as the generosity of a benefactor did not occur. Thus the seeds of the grain are in the earth, but without rain they cannot sprout. It cannot be said that the rain is of no use on the pretext that the earth produces the grain. Although the benefits we gather at present have been planted by us during earlier lifetimes, why would the fondness and kind feelings of our benefactors not play a part in these benefits? Moreover, acknowledgement is the source of great compassion and opens the first door to good actions. The grateful person is loved and esteemed by people. His renown extends afar. After his death, he is reborn among the gods and finally he will attain Abhisambhati. In this regard, the Buddha has told the story of the following Jataka. Kase Jataka. A man went to the mountains in order to cut wood. He lost his way in a violent rainstorm and at sunset, he was hungry and cold. Poisonous insects and animals came to attack him and so he entered a cave in the rock. In this cave there was a big bear. Seeing it, the man wanted to run out in fear. The bear said to him, "Don't be afraid. This cave is warm, you can spend the night here." The rain lasted for 7 days. The bear constantly offered the man sweet fruits, excellent water, and provided him with fresh supplies. After 7 days the rain stopped. The bear guided the man, showed him the path and said to him, "I have been a sinner and have many enemies. If anybody asks you, don't tell them that you have seen me." The man agreed. But following on his path, this man saw some hunters. One of the hunters asked him, "Where do you come from? Have you seen any game?" The man answered, "I saw a big bear, but this bear has done me favors. I cannot show him to you." The hunter said, "You are a human and, among humans, we must help one another. Why spare this bear? You have lost your way once. When will you get back home? If you show me the bear, I will give you the biggest share of the meat." The man changed his mind, guided the hunter and showed him where the bear lived. The hunter killed the bear and offered him the biggest portion. But just when the man stretched out his hands to receive the meat, his 2 arms fell to the earth. The hunter asked him, "What wrongdoing have you committed?" The man answered, "This bear treated me like a father treats his son. It is for not being grateful for his kind deeds that I suffer this punishment." Frightened, the hunter did not dare to eat the flesh of the bear and went to offer it to the Sangha. The abbot, an arhat possessing the 6 superknowledges, said to the monks, "This bear was a bodhisattva. In his future existence he will obtain abhisambhati. Do not eat this meat." Then the monks built a stupa and paid homage to the bear. Hearing about this business, the king proclaimed an edict in his kingdom forbidding ungrateful people from living there any longer. There are many reasons to praise grateful people. They are esteemed in all Jambudvipa and people place their trust in them. Moreover, the bodhisattva has the following thought: even if a man does me harm, I should save him. All the more reason I should save those who have done me a favor. 3. Sutra. Basing oneself on the power of patience. The bodhisattva has no thought of malice or harm towards beings. Sastra. See our lengthy explanation on the perfection of patience. Question. Patience appears in many aspects. Why is the sutra limited here to presenting it as non-malice and non-harming? Answer. Because the absence of malice and harm is the very essence of patience. An injured person first produces a thought of malice and then harms someone by voice or body. Here, since it is a matter of a bodhisattva at the beginning of his career, the sutra speaks only of patience towards beings but does not speak of patience towards things. 4. Sutra. Feeling joy and contentment. The bodhisattva feels joy in ripening all beings. Sastra. The bodhisattva sees that his body and voice have been purified by the observance of morality and that his mind has been purified by his feelings of gratitude and patience. Since the 3 kinds of action, physical, vocal and mental, are pure in him, he experiences joy and contentment. A man bathed in perfumed water, clothed in new garments and adorned with necklaces, when he looks in the mirror, feels joy and contentment. In the same way also, the bodhisattva is very pleased at having obtained this good dharma of morality. He says to himself, "Morality is the root of concentration and wisdom. Immense and infinite qualities will be easy to obtain by me who has just acquired this pure morality." This is why he rejoices. The bodhisattva established in this morality and this patience ripens beings so that they are able to be reborn in the presence of the Buddhas of other regions or enjoy happiness among gods and men. Sometimes he even makes them obtain the vehicles of the sravakas, pratyekabuddhas, and the Buddhas. He considers the attachment of beings as happiness and, just as an adult, seeing little children amusing themselves together, plays with them first, then gives them other playthings to make them renounce their previous toys. So the bodhisattva disciplines beings by first making them obtain human and divine happiness, then leads them gradually to discover the 3 vehicles. This is why the sutra says here that he experiences joy and contentment.